Hey, quick question for you. Have you ever felt like you are doing everything right, working harder, checking off goals, pushing through the hustle, and yet you feel more exhausted, more overwhelmed, and somehow further from the life you actually want? Yeah, you are not alone. Because in today's world, being busy has become a badge of honor. Complexity is worshipped. But here's the hard truth. The world is addicted to chaos and mistaking it for progress. But what if I told you there is a better way? A way that the most successful entrepreneurs, creators, and thinkers quietly use to win without burnout. Welcome to this space. Why simplicity is the new power. And no, I am not talking about living like a monk. I am talking about strategic clarity, decision making leverage, mental performance engineering. What you are about to learn in this video will shift the way you approach your work, your goals, your business, and even your peace of mind. So grab your focus. We are about to cut through the noise. And I promise, what you will gain will feel like breath of fresh air for your overloaded brain. Moving with first one, the overload trap. Let's start with the elephant in the room. We are overloaded, not just busy, not just tired, cognitively, digitally, emotionally, spiritually. We are running on fumes in a system designed for burnout. Here's the data. The average person today processes more data in 24 hours than someone in 8050 did in their entire lifetime. Think about that. Your brain is doing Olympic level gymnastics just by checking your phone. 3 WhatsApp groups, 47 browser tabs, AI tools you barely understand, 3 newsletters you never read. That one tab open for 3 weeks. Learn piano. Sound familiar? Here's what's really happening. You are burning CPU on decisions that don't move the needle and result chronic indecision, anxiety, shiny object syndrome, a life full of motion but no momentum. You are not broken. You are overwhelmed in a world that profits from your distraction. The real productivity hack: cut the inputs, reclaim your mental RAM, and that's where simplicity becomes your secret weapon. Moving with next one, the power of strategic subtraction. Now here is the radical idea. What if success isn't about what you add, but what you remove? Let that sink in. We have been taught to optimize, to accumulate, to stack skills, tasks, and tech. But here's the reality. Every yes costs you something. And most people are broke, not in money, but in clarity. Let's flip that. Let's make subtraction sexy. Strategic simplicity is equal to mental leverage. Imagine waking up with 3 decisions to make. That's it. What matters today? Who do I serve? What do I ignore? That level of intentional design feels like freedom, like power, like coming home to a life that fits you, not one you have been guilt tripped into chasing. Examples: say no to 90% of your meetings, delete 80% of your task list, remove apps that haven't added joy or money in the last 30 days. Ask yourself daily, like, what am I doing that's just noise disguised as progress? That question alone can be worth thousands of dollars every week. Moving with next one. The rich are quiet. Wealth through simplicity. Let's bust a myth. People think wealth looks like 18-hour hustle days, 14 revenue streams, and endless branding videos. That's noise. The rich are boring, and boring is brilliant. Warren Buffett's schedule is 90% unbooked. Jeff Bezos made Amazon a $1 trillion company by focusing on three customer promises. Naval Ravikant preaches clarity, leverage, and peace. These aren't lazy guys, they just understand this one law. Simplicity is equal to scale because the truth is, you cannot scale confusion, you cannot outsource chaos. When you simplify your business model, you increase your margins. When you simplify your identity, you reduce insecurity. When you simplify your daily decision, you unlock creative genius. It's not about being minimal for the aesthetic. It's about being powerful because you are focused. Ask yourself right now, is my business simple enough to run without me? Is my day designed for deep thinking or dopamine chasing? Richness isn't earned through more, it's built through better. Moving with next one, creator economic and the simplicity edge. If you are a coach, creator, solopreneur, listen close. The creator economy is exploding, but so is creator burnout. Why? Because most creators build digital chaos, multiple courses, 17 social media platforms, 6 7 new models, no systems. Here's the hard truth. Like, complexity feels productive, but is secretly a distraction. The top 1% creators you admire, they focus on one core problem, solve it deeply, and deliver it cleanly. One offer, one system, one transformation, that's the simplicity edge. Is what allows your content to breathe, your business to scale, and your sanity to stay intact. Simplicity is what makes audience trust you. It's clear, it's sharp, it's consistent. You don't need 1 million followers. You need clarity, systems, and peace. Moving with next one. Productivity isn't simplicity. Let's destroy the productivity myth. Because here is what no one tells you. Being productive is often just being really efficient at avoiding what matters. We have confused busy with important. We have worshipped checklists instead of outcomes. Simplicity says, what is the one move that changes everything? Forget the 30 tape Notion setups. Forget inbox zero. Forget optimizing things that shouldn't even exist. Ask, what outcomes am I really chasing? And what's the simplest, boldest, most direct path to get there? Real productivity is equal to reckless prioritization. Is saying, I will do less, but I will do it better. And I will protect my energy like my life depends on it because it actually does. Moving with next one, mental health by design. Here's the hidden cost of complexity. Mental fragmentation. You feel anxious not because you are weak, but because you have allowed too many tabs to stay open in your life. Your nervous system is trying to survive a calendar it never agreed to. That's not self sabotage, that's emotional overload. Want better focus? Simplify your mental ecosystem. Reduce choices, reduce inputs, reduce guilt. Curate your life like a gallery. Only hang what matters. Only display what you want to see every day. Simplicity isn't just peaceful, it's healing. Moving with next one, dopamine detox and attention mastery. Here's the brain science. Your mind is wired for novelty, and in the attention economy, everything is trying to hijack that. TikTok, Instagram, AI notifications, Discords, alerts, dings. It's an addiction masquerading as engagement. But if you can master your attention, you become unstoppable. Simplicity helps. Why? Because it removes low quality inputs. It makes room for high quality thinking. Dopamine detox protocol. Simple version for you will be like of you can say 1 day per week with no social apps. 3 hours of deep work per day. No multitasking. No phone before breakfast or after dinner. You will start to feel it. Calm returns. Focus sharpens. Joy stops needing stimulation, you can say. You weren't meant to keep up. You were meant to slow down, lock in, and late. The final key. Let's land this with clarity. Simplicity is no longer luxury, it's survival. In a noisy world, the sharpest mind wins, and the sharpest mind is the clearest one. Your new power, not more goals, not more apps, not more hustle, just less of what doesn't matter, and full alignment with what does. Let your life breathe again. Cut the clutter, choose clarity, and move with power. If this hit home, don't just watch, act. Like this video, subscribe for real, raw mental clarity every week. Comment. I choose simplicity to make it real. And if you are serious about rewiring your focus, clarity, and income, then check out other videos too in this playlist related to noise. No bluff, no overload, just real tools for real creators. I will see you in the next one. And until then, stay bold, stay focused, stay simple.